So people that tell me I can't get the sugar out of my diet, I'm not asking you to get it out of your diet. I just crowd it out.
It's Channel Mom with Jenny Dean Schmitz. We're here for you.
My name is Jeff Smith with Domain Real Estate, and I've chosen to sponsor Healthy Boost because I believe so strongly in a healthy lifestyle for myself and my daughter. Due to my personal background, I'm committed to helping single parents, moms, and families to have the best home buying experience possible. So now enjoy Healthy Boost.
So we want to welcome you both to Channel Mom and your Healthy Boost segment. I know you're going to help moms today who are trying to figure out if how they look really means they're healthy. And also, I'm now curious about what we're going to talk about today, skinny fat people. And I've wondered if I'm one of those people. And again, I don't like the use of the word fat. It's such an offensive word. But people who think they're just fine because they're quote unquote slender. But in fact, there are a whole lot of other things going on. It all has to do with the way that we eat and the way we're carrying our weight. So I'm going to have you guys talk about that syndrome, what they're calling the skinny fat syndrome. I'm going to start with Dr. Lindy.
Skinny fat syndrome, that basically means that you don't look fat, so your arms and legs and everything might be really slender, but you're probably carrying more weight around your abdomen. So if somebody says, but I don't even have a pooch around my abdomen, there's still some stuff going on there. Tell people why. There could be. So abdominal fat comes in two forms. There's the subcutaneous fat, which is the fat that's just underneath the skin. That's the fat that you can pinch when you pinch an inch. Mm-hmm. But then there's the fat that's covering all of your organs. So it's covering your liver and your pancreas and all of those internal organs. And it's tucked in between and behind those organs. So it can hide in a way where sometimes you won't be able to pinch even an inch, but there's still fat tucked in there.
By the way, how do you know if you have visceral fat around your organs?
Your abdominal girth is a good sign. So even if you don't have a lot of inches to pinch, if you just kind of have, it's more like barely around there.
Yeah.
That's a sign that it's pushing out.
But how do we get that fat that's tucked around our organs? Tell me about that.
It's usually from poor diet and lack of exercise. When we don't exercise, our body likes to deposit a lot of that visceral fat.
So even though I'm somebody that would sometimes in college and then after college only eat Dr. Pepper and cookie dough some days because I figured, okay, I'm only getting this many calories, so now I can't eat anything else. Because I exercise 5 times a day, or 5 times a day. I sound like a crazy person. 5 times a week, I'm actually was helping reduce my potential for that yucky fat around my organs.
Potentially. It's not just exercise that reduces it. It's a combination of diet and exercise. So the exercise probably helped, but not as much as if you had been eating properly along with that.
Okay. What if you've done it badly? Like, let's say there's a mom listening today that thinks, I'm somebody who's just relied on my Cheetos and my Diet Coke. Okay. Or whatever it is. And so maybe she knows she's eaten poorly and hasn't exercised a lot. Can you reduce that fat? Yes.
And that's the good news. Visceral fat goes away at 2 times the rate as subcutaneous fat when you change your exercise and diet routine. So that is the first fat to burn off.